Welcome back to Vampyr. Let's talk with the hospital benefactor. She's apparently down here somewhere. Although, maybe I want to improve. Okay, oh, I need to use the weapon bench. Alright. I don't know where I can get water though. Alright. Common trigger. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Decreases reloading time, yes, damage dealt. Because the thing is, with reloading, you can swap the swap your pistol in and out from a slot, and that will reload it. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I need common handle parts. I've got 3. I need 6. In order to upgrade it, and I also need aluminum powder. Alright, let's see the hospital's benefactor. I mean, I understand it's night in London, by the way. Just what really irks me though about the story of the game is, where the fuck are the authorities? I mean, if it's World War I, then, you know, it's World War I after America joined the war, so... I mean, at least America should be providing resources to help the war effort, because that's what America did, obviously. No, more so, obviously, with World War II than World War I, but still.
You look exhausted.
Another night at the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Alright.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
A vampire supports this place, I see.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady ASHBURY. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. but the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay. So we need to talk with Harriet. Who is this one over here?
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Are you the blackmailer? Oh, that's a great question.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Branagans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jones.
Again? Waking up up...
Now,
Well,
if you could just tell me why you were admitted.
it's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones.
All right. She is healthy. Small.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Too much energy.
All right.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Rick.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right. Let's ask
Good
her.
evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doc.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, Mr.
Evening.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows.
Goodbye.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good.
Good.
You know, sometimes I do find it difficult to tell these people apart. Alright.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Goodbye.
My sweet girl. Read me like a book.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Goodbye.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Okay, that's Harriet Jones. I might want to make a... yeah. Cure for
Good
fatigue.
evening, Nurse Branagan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye. Good evening, Milk.
Good evening.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to...
Nurse Crane? Really? Okay. Maybe she'll reveal some information that could be useful. For now, though, I need the fatigue cure. I think I should have the components. Alright.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you.
When I get back, I'll... really pissed me off.
Where's Nurse Crane when I need her? I mean, I don't see her anywhere.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son?
Goodbye.
Apologize.
Good evening,
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me. I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
What a blunder idiot.
Of this hospital alone?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Mutant Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
So Nurse Crane, where is she going? I guess we'll find out, don't we? What? Well, so much for him.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Skulls. Not high level. I've dealt with worse enemies. The problem is that these enemies do respawn whenever you... God damn it. Do I need to go down again or what? Clearly I do. Alright. I'll deal with it. Go down. I'll follow that trail of blood later.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Alright, he should be fine. Alright, that's a way out, I think. Yeah, probably. But I still need to follow the fug.
What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Not a...
Alright, this is in Romanian? Interesting.
Free checkup in Whitechapel.
Okay.
What is Nurse Crane up to?
This
really
is
must find
in
out.
Romanian. Legitimately. If you are sick, if you have no money, wherever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea for help. No tricks. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon. Darius? Okay, I see. I mean, it just is weird to say that name in English. Okay, I can't... We need to reach Whitechapel. We did deal with the bloody beast, though. Oof. You know, I just realized the plant that's dying back at the hospital in his room. That's a nod to Life is Strange. So I don't know what made the creators of Life is Strange decide to make a vampire. But yeah, it does make a point though about diversity and all that stuff. The reason Life is Strange works is that the creators are not a bunch of imbeciles when it comes to creating characters. Unlike, say, BioWare, which is like, oh, we'll just make a social justice warrior game without any depth or complexity to it. Whereas, yeah, these games do have depth and complexity, and that's why they work. Now, I need to reach Whitechapel, which is over there. I mean, I should certainly be able to get there. And where are those fellows? Maybe I need some rest. I mean, I did, let's talk with our... So is it Nurse Crane? Okay. There's a bit of a problem here. Ah, there we go.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
What the hell? I need to know more about this. I also need to reach the pharmacy, by the way.
Now we can handle this.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I have to...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doc.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye.
Are you kidding me? Suicide is a crime. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh. It's just that ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, you will kill yourself. And we will punish you for it legally. I mean, okay, it's fair enough if you're talking about punishing the family for someone committing suicide, and that is the case in some cases where in some countries. I think Germany has it because people commit suicide there via trains, and that obviously creates significant issues, you know, for the people that that are obviously. I forgot to switch that up. Anyway, doesn't matter. But still. But in this case, it's, I mean, was the world that stupid at one point? No, best not ask that. Alright, I forgot to switch this steak. I should have. But really, I'm just laughing my ass off at the idea. I really am. It's that fucking hilarious. I mean, seriously, who made such a law? I mean, I get it. It's probably because of Christian tradition, whatever, where, you know. And the fact the church used to have a lot more influence in terms of lawmaking and all that in the past. Okay. Though there's a reason behind that. Yeah, I guess I should increase this, because it will help me survive better. This will increase my health. But really, I need more endurance than I need health. Okay. Blood Cauldron. Abyss. I need a cure for headaches, unfortunately. But I don't have any... Fatigue, anemia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis, cold. But yes, I just found that extremely ridiculous. Okay, so I have this... so it can only be Nurse Crane, I reckon. That's the one responsible for this. Let me look at the situation now. So he's got fatigue, this one's stable, this one's serious. I mean, we can help Dorothy Crane in terms of dealing. Well, to be fair, it's at 99% in terms of its health, and I imagine if I solve some of these issues, it will actually get better. So if we can sanitize this will get a lot better. I am level 10, Whitechapel, and I'm about the same level. So killing people doesn't really seem worth it from the perspective of really, unless you just want to trivialize the difficulty of the game. And I'm glad for that, because I thought that they would... I mean, obviously it makes things a lot easier if you kill a lot of people and you get like, oh, 3,000 blood, I can get this super duper ability and that will help me with a lot of fights and all that. And that's true, but similarly, you're not really so underleveled if you just follow through. Anyway, that's all for now. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Thank you all for watching. And if you like my content, do consider supporting me via PayPal or Patreon so I can continue making videos. Because ad revenue is just, well, gone down the shit.